Once, in a small village, there lived a laborer. Every day, he worked by digging up soil from the ground. He would load the soil onto his donkey and then go to sell it in the market. This was his routine. One day, while digging, he found a stone buried in the soil. The stone was bright and shiny, but he had no idea about its real value. He thought it was just a nice-looking piece of rock. Without giving it much thought, he tied it around his donkey's neck like an ornament and carried on with his work. The next day, as he was walking through the village with his donkey, people looked at the shiny stone. Among them was a wealthy merchant who owned a small grocery shop. The merchant noticed the sparkling stone and stopped the laborer. "What is this shiny thing tied around your donkey's neck?" the merchant asked. The laborer smiled and replied, "Oh, this is just a stone I dug out of the ground yesterday. It looked different, so I tied it to the donkey." The merchant kept staring at the stone. He liked how it looked and thought it might be useful to decorate his shop. So he said, "Will you sell it to me?" The laborer thought for a moment and replied, "Yes, why not? If you want it, you can take it for 50 rupees. The merchant immediately agreed, paid him 50 rupees and took the stone. He tied it to the weighing scale in his shop so everyone who came in could see it. Customers noticed it every day and admired how beautiful it looked. One afternoon, a jeweler came into the grocery shop. His eyes quickly caught the sparkling stone hanging from the weighing scale. He stepped closer, carefully looked at it, and at once realized it wasn't just an ordinary stone. It was a diamond, a very rare and priceless one. Surprised, the jeweler asked the merchant, "Where did you get this stone? Why is it hanging here like this?" The merchant casually replied, "Oh, this. I bought it from a poor laborer for 50 rupees. It's just a nice stone to decorate my scale." The jeweler's heart started racing. He wanted the diamond. He said, "Will you sell it to me?" The merchant answered, "Yes, of course. If you want it, give me 100 rupees and you can take it." But the jeweler didn't want to spend that much. He thought he could trick the merchant into selling it for less. So he said, No, I'll give you 80 rupees. Take it or leave it." The merchant shook his head. "No, I won't take less than 100. If you want it, pay the price. If not, forget it." The jeweler frowned, thought for a moment, and then said, "Fine, I'll come back tomorrow. Maybe then you'll agree." He left, planning to return and bargain again. That same evening, another jeweler happened to pass through the village. His car had broken down, and while waiting for help, he stepped into the grocery shop. As soon as he entered, he noticed the sparkling diamond on the scale. He looked at it closely, and his eyes widened in amazement. Without wasting a second, he said to the merchant, "Will you sell this stone?" The merchant, calm as usual, replied, "Yes, I'll sell it for 100 rupees." The jeweler immediately took out the money, handed it over, and left with the diamond. The next morning, the first jeweler returned to the shop. He looked around and saw that the diamond was gone. Shocked, he asked, "Where is that stone? Did you sell it?" The merchant replied, "Yes. Yesterday evening another man came. He gave me 100 rupees and I sold it to him." The jeweler slapped his forehead and shouted angrily, "You fool! That wasn't just a shiny stone. It was a priceless diamond worth a fortune, and you sold it for only 100 rupees. But the merchant just laughed and said, "Sir, listen to yourself. You knew it was a priceless diamond, and still you argued over 20 rupees. Because of that, you missed your chance. So tell me, who is the real fool? Me, who sold it, or you, who let it slip away?" The jeweler stood there speechless, regretting his mistake. This story gives us 3 lessons. First, don't be stingy in every matter. Save money only where it's really needed. Otherwise, you may lose something far greater. Second, don't miss opportunities. Sometimes, trying to act too smart makes you lose what's right in front of you. Third, don't delay your work. There is an old saying, "The best time to do something is now."